this is how I made roughly 1,500 bucks trading today. Very simple trade, taking the other side of the market right here. And what you can see is there is this foundation, short-term level of minor structure right through here. Price action is extended to the downside, extended meaning that it's far away from VWAP. And the idea here is that after there's that overextension, there has to be some form of a relief rally. And if there was a reversal on the relief rally, it was, in my opinion, going to be on the other side of this minor level of structure. You can see right through here, the price action was trying to bull flag it a bunch of times, a little bit of a failure rate right through here. Got on the other side, bull flag retested, chopped again, and then finally pulled back, making new lower highs, and then it rallied straight into VWAP, and it continued that reversion to the mean trade that I've talked about over and over and over again. VWAP is a very beautiful thing, so are moving averages, in the sense that when price action gets far and far away from whatever mean you're looking at, there is a point in time where there's some form of reversion. And in this particular case, it was a reversion trade to the mean, and in this case, the mean is the VWAP, the volume weighted average price. So you can see right through here, when I started trading out of this price actions trading at 39.72, when I finally reached my target, we're at about 39.87. I actually got a full 10 points out of this. On the ES futures contracts, you're seeing about 50 bucks per point. I think I had about 3 contracts on, and so there's that 1,500 bucks. I usually trade about 3 to 5 contracts at a time, trading a little bit lighter these days after getting whipped out of some chop. So today was all right, 1,500 bucks in the bag. It is what it is. Reversion trade, took the other side of this. As you can see, while everybody's doing the same thing and they're shorting, at some point in time, market makers are going to take this thing in the opposite direction so they can put their short position on at a better price. And the only way to get better price is to take this up into that mean. So market makers, institutions, hedge funds, etc., they're going to push price action off of those lows past VWAP. They're going to get some long traders sold into the position here. They're going to take the other side of the trade and they're going to push price action lower. You can see there's a massive complex head and shoulders below VWAP. I have no idea what price action is going to do at this particular juncture in time. But again, what I was anticipating is that all of these short traders at some point, starting from VWAP, needed to start to take some profits. Positions needed to get covered. Other side of the market was going to get taken on by large institutions and whatnot. And then you can see that the volume profile started to level out here and then really started to build as price action went into VWAP. There's that reversion of the mean trade, and then price action dumped from there. 10 points, 50 bucks a point on these ES mini futures, and had 3 contracts on, and so it was in and around 1,500 bucks on the day. So not too bad. Relatively simple strategy, relatively nerve-wracking for most. A lot of people are going to ask themselves, well, why the hell am I going to counter trend trade? That's a great question, but if you understand the law of reversion to a mean, which we talk about quite a bit, then you would understand that this is a relatively simple, straightforward trade, and at some point the probability of price action bottoming out and moving back into its mean is very, very high. It happens all the time. I hate to use the G word, guaranteed, but the fact is that when price action steps away from a mean, it's most certainly guaranteed to come back to that same mean. In this case, the mean being the VWAP. So have a look at this video, have a look at the VWAP, look at how price action steps away and comes back to it over and over and over again. Develop a trade so you can understand how to make 1,500 bucks every single time price action does what it did today. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And there's also going to be a link below that's going to connect you to the J.Lewis Trading Newsroom, where I'm putting these trades on live with a live P&L. So check that out too.